Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the kitchen here at Markelly Farm. It's been a chilly winter weekend here on the farm. We're on a Sunday here, kind of relaxing after a couple busy days. Kelly and I both had events that we had to take care of, like on Friday and Saturday. Really hectic stuff going on, but we can settle in today on Sunday and kind of relax and enjoy each other's company. Kelly wanted a recipe today with some beans. She's been craving some beans. So we're going to make a French onion bean soup today. So if that sounds like something you'd like to look at, let's stick around here and we'll get her done. So for this recipe, we're going to use our Pampered Chef Rock Crock slow cooker. So we'll just kind of let this cook all day. Comes in this little convenient little insulated carrying case here for taking it out to potlucks and stuff. So let's get this thing unpacked, get this recipe going. Now the crock pot also comes with this little ring here that you use for transporting. You take it off, it keeps the lid from like jingling around when you're driving down the road. Also kind of seals things up to keep any liquid from spilling out, but you don't need this for cooking. The other cool thing about this rock crock is it comes with two different size crocks. It's got this small one, kind of casserole size, and it's got the bigger like Dutch oven size. And both of these crocks can be used also on the stovetop and in the oven, so it's very versatile. I got this for Kelly as a gift one year for birthday or Christmas. I forget which one it was. We're going to use our big kind of Dutch oven size one today. So we're going to put our slow cooker on high to get things heated up. We'll start getting some vegetables together and get those going. So first thing we have going is we're going to do a 1/4 cup of butter, which is a 1/2 stick. And then we need 3 onions. And if you remember our onions that we preserved, we have about 1 onion in each package here. So I pulled 3 packages out of the freezer. Nice having these onions that we can go to during the winter. So we'll get 3 of these put into the pot. These bags have a little tear notches on them here, but it's easier to get the scissors out and open them up. Next thing we got to add is a good 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're using our Redmond's kosher salt. Anytime you use a more coarse salt, you want to like heap up your measurements when you do that. So this is just going to go for 3 hours now. So kind of set it and forget it. It's going to kind of caramelize those onions. So we'll see you in 3 hours. Alright, our onions are just about done. So we've got to get some other stuff ready to go. I've got a 1/2 package of bacon that we're cooking up. We're going to brown that really good and then drain that on paper towels. And then I also got some of our frozen beef stock. I'm going to throw this in the microwave and defrost it, loosen it up a little bit and get it ready. And then once these onions are completely done, we'll start getting this party together. Okay, it's time for this soup to come together a little bit more. Look at these beautiful caramelized onions in here, just as if you were making French onion soup. So to our party, we're going to add all of our fried bacon that we give it a rough chop there. And then we're also going to add a teaspoon of dry thyme. We'll just use the rest of that, fine. And then we're going to take another teaspoon of dry oregano. That's going in. And then a half teaspoon of black pepper. And then we're going to call for 6 cups of stock. Now our bag of stock that we thawed out, this is about 4 cups in here because this is a quart bag. And these out of air bags have this convenient zip top on them after you cut them open. So we can just open that, pour that in our pot. And because we need 6 cups, we have another pint of our good chicken stock. And don't worry about that little bit of fat in the top, that won't hurt anything. We'll add a little bit of flavor. And then now we're going to add the equivalent of 2 cans of white beans if you had cans of beans at the store. This is a pint, which is 16 ounces. Your cans of beans at the store, thanks to shrinkflation, are only 15 ounces now. So we've got 2 of those. You can use the cans, that won't mess your recipe up or anything, just being short of those 2 ounces. If you're not familiar what shrinkflation is, it's when companies, rather than raise the price, they decrease the amount of their product in the package, thinking that you won't realize that you're getting shorted. Yes, they think you're that dumb. Alright, we've got that in there. And that's all of our ingredients until we go to garnish this. So this is going to sit in this slow cooker for about another 3 hours. So around 6-7 o'clock tonight we'll be able to have supper. But if you have a slow cooker that doesn't cook high enough to simmer this, you can really speed all this up on the stove. But I wanted to do it in the slow cooker so it didn't interrupt what I was doing today, which was sitting in my chair watching television. But yes, you can do this faster on the stove, but then I recommend that you put it in the slow cooker once it comes all together. Now, could you eat this once it was all put together? Yeah, you could, but it won't be as good because you want the flavors to be like, hey baby, what's up? How you doing? And then they come together and live happily ever after. Alright, y'all get to know each other in there. Now we're going to let this soup simmer in the slow cooker for about another 3 or 4 hours until it's supper time. And then we'll just garnish it with some stuff. Now, as usual, I always tell you folks, make this recipe your own. You don't have to use bacon in this. You don't have to use any meat in this. You could go vegetarian if you wanted to use vegetable broth instead of chicken or beef, and just don't use any meat at all. Or you could change up the meat, go with any type of sausage, Italian, smoked sausage, whatever, even breakfast sausage would be good. Or ham, hamburger. You can just go bananas. You can add other vegetables in this. Sky's the limit as usual. Well, it's getting close to supper time, so I'm going to take some sourdough bread that was left over in the bag. I got a couple butt pieces and a small piece. We're going to cut this into crouton sized pieces, toss it with a little olive oil and a little bit of seasoning, and we'll put it in the air fryer over here and make some croutons. There's our croutons, homemade, If you've never made croutons, they're amazing, especially homemade. Just put those back on our plate. Supper time has arrived. Soup looks amazing. Let's go ahead and taste it for salt. That will work. Alright, let's get this served up. Give it a little stir. Smells really good. Put it on our little insulator bowl thing here so we don't burn our hands. So we'll top with our croutons. Like that. Some Parmesan cheese on top. Wow. Looks amazing. We got Kelly all fixed up with some soup. Almost got too hot before I was able to set that down. Get my 2 croutons in here. I'm going to go ahead and do the crumbs too. And then in mine, of course, we're going to heat it up a little bit with some habanero hot sauce. And a little more of that Parmesan cheese. All right, time to dig in. Supper's over. Now the pups are getting their special food for tonight. Mom took some food out of the freezer for them. What do you girls think? You ready?
Okay.
Girl, Rube.
Okay.
Good pups. Soup was fantastic. Kelly's got enough for lunch tomorrow. Well, my friends, that wraps it up. Nothing like a hot bowl of soup on a cold winter weekend night, I tell you what. We really enjoyed that. And I think you'll enjoy it too if you give it a try. So appreciated you guys coming and hanging out with us again today. Stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. Come back and see us here at the farm.
Medium turkey chili.
Medium crab bisque.
I didn't get any bread.
Just forget it, let it go.
Excuse me, I think you forgot my bread.
Bread, $2 extra.
$2, but everyone in front of me got free bread.
You want bread?
Yes, please.
$3! What? No soup for you.